All right, here with Joe Highsmith. And Joe, like, what a crazy run it's been the last couple days. I mean, how do you describe your first win?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, the crazy thing is just getting, the support from all the players out here and getting recognition from all these legends that I've looked up to my whole life. And, was fortunate enough to just talk to Rory and Fax for a little bit. And, I mean, they've been, just so complimentary of what I was able to do. And it really means a lot. And, these are guys that I've looked up to my whole life. So it's pretty special. And then it's been great. I mean, yeah, getting the first win was incredible, and then to even be playing in this field is amazing. And my schedule changes for the year are going to be great. But
Well, speaking of schedule, I mean, what a difference a year makes. I remember last year you were one of the last people to get into the Cognizant, and here you are, you go and you win it the next year. So, like, talk about like just the playing opportunities, how it's different this year versus last year.
Yeah, totally. When you keep your card, you kind of guarantee a nice schedule. And last year there were a lot of events that I wasn't secured in, which was tough, and not necessarily knowing if you're going to play or not. And a lot of rookies that year didn't get into the Cognizant, and to come back this year with starting with kind of a secured schedule was great, and then to kind of elevate it to another level where I'm getting in kind of all the premier events is pretty awesome.
What's the aftermath been like after the win? Like crazy number of text messages from people, or what's been out there?
Definitely a lot of texts. I got about 400 unread texts, so I got to do my best to get back.
Even now on Tuesday?
Yeah, I promise I appreciate it all, but it's been tough trying to manage some just new stuff like interviews and just more kind of attention and all that. And it's been tough, but it's all great. I mean, I'm so grateful. Definitely, don't want to take any of it for granted. It's pretty special to be in this position now.
What about Fred Couple, somebody you've looked up to for a while, really kind of taking you under his wing? What was kind of his response? Have you talked on the phone with him since then, or conversations?
Just a few texts exchanged, but I know he was so pumped. And I mean, I know that he's always kind of tuning in when I'm out there playing or when anybody's playing, but it's pretty special to have kind of that relationship have built over the years. And obviously, since we've met, it was just a lifelong goal of mine to get in the Masters while he was still playing. And I knew that, I mean, hopefully he has a few more years left in him, but so I think he's going to play this year. So it's pretty special to have that kind of all come together and hopefully get out for a nice practice round that week, and it'll be pretty sweet. But Fred's been so great with me throughout, the last handful of years. It's been really, really cool.
Just helping like different aspects of the game, or this more mental, or the swing, or how helpful?
Yeah, I mean, he's been great. He's super supportive, and he texted me, I think, Saturday night, and I was kind of saying, you got anything for me tomorrow? And he was like, dude, just stay focused on yourself. Like, you got to stay in your own world out there and just, don't pay attention to what other people are doing. Get into your own stuff and kind of just focus on yourself. And, I was able to do that really well on Sunday, so it was pretty cool to have that, words of wisdom coming from a guy like that.
Did he mention Augusta in his congratulations text at all, or no?
Yeah, I think his first text was something like, congrats, kid, see you Monday at Augusta or something. So pretty special, but yeah.
So practice round, what are we thinking? What do we think about Monday at Augusta there?
Yeah, hopefully we get out for a round around the track. That'd be a pretty incredible experience to go out there with him. And, I mean, just that week's going to be so incredible, but especially to have the connection with Fred there, it's going to be great.
What are you looking forward to most about going to Augusta? Have you been in person yet, or?
I have been. I've been to the tournament a couple different times, and then I got to play the course last year. Fortunately, I went with the Pepperdine team on a golf trip, and it was incredible. But I mean, that's just like the most prestigious, pristine place on earth. So it's like anytime that I can just get a chance to be on property is quite a treat. But then this year to be playing is going to be a whole nother level. So, just looking forward to that whole week. Hopefully I can soak it all in.
Do you remember what years that you went as a fan, as a patron?
Yeah, so in college we went, I think in 2021, the year Hideki won, we went on a Monday practice round, and then I went last year after Valero. I was able to get a ticket from one of the members that I've gotten to know, and that was awesome. And obviously, like, you go there and it's like it feels like such a distant reality to be able to actually play in that event, and then for just 1 year later to be going back teeing it up is pretty awesome.
Now, I heard you on a podcast about 3-4 months ago where they said that, or you had mentioned that, you're still living at home, don't have a car payment. I mean, is that still the case now as a PGA Tour winner?
After I kept my card last year, I treated myself to a nice car, so I guess I got a little, I paid it off actually, so I don't have a car payment, which is nice. But now, I mean, I'm in a much more fortunate financial situation, so not too worried about some of those housing costs. But yeah, I still live at home. I got a nice setup in La Quinta and Seattle, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe that'll change soon enough. I'm, obviously quite busy being on the road a lot, but yeah, maybe down the road I'll get a place soon enough. But still trying to save as much money as I can.
Well, I love it. Well, so if you're still with the parents, like, do you have to cook at least like once every 2 or 3 weeks? I know you travel a lot. Like, what's the expectation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no, they've been so great with me, and a lot of the time they've been great about just leaving me kind of with the house in the desert. And they obviously, my dad's still working up north, so they spend a lot of time up there. But that winter off season, usually the whole family's down there, which is great. But yeah, they don't ask too much out of me, which is nice since I'm still mooching off them. But yeah.
Well, good stuff, Joe. Enjoy the Masters, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you so much.